Hello everyone. Today is January 8th of 2024. If you're following my channel, you know that most of our videos is me live trading and explaining a little bit of that trade online. But today I'm going to explain the overall charts in the market. Right now we are after the overlap of London and New York. So the volume of the market is not that high. We are still in the New York market, but I don't usually trade in these hours. So I'm going to start from Euro USD and then I'm going to finish until the WTI and tell you what's happening in the market and how I think in the market. So something else I did today, I upgraded my account into $25,000. The last one was $5,000 and it was a little bit low in equity. I wanted to upgrade it because the trades were going really well. So today I did a trade of 2% and it was $500 on this account. So I'm going to actually, I'm going to explain it for you, and it was on pound yen. I'm going to show you exactly how I thought about it and where I took my entry, my stop loss, and my take profit. So right now I start from Euro USD. When I open this, it's Monday. I know that this is the area of, this area is the Asia session. And this area is the London session until the overlap, which is here, starts. All right. So from the last day, which is Friday last week, I know that there is a huge surge upward in the market. So my mind in this market is mostly if I can buy in this market, right? Because if I put two lines on two sides of this move, I know that we are still in the territory of these buyers. So there are huge buyers. They are probably banks in big institutions. They are buying, they bought from here up to this point. And my price is still inside this range. So I actually am looking for opportunities to buy, like for example, buying here or buying here. All right. So let's see what happened. Let me just delete these. So my important levels are ups and downs of the markets. So here, these two lines, which are the high and low of the Asia session. These two that are high and low of London session, which is before the overlap of New York. And so these are my most important levels, right? And I'm looking at the behavior of the price on these levels. And so if I see some irregularities, I'm going to trade there. Like for example here, let me just zoom in here. When the London session opened after the Asia session, it's here. Okay, it's around here. Okay, so at this point in the market, at this point, we are in the low of the market, right? And here I expect to see many buyers because we are at the bottom of the market. What people do is that they buy at low and they sell at high, right? So I expect a lot of buyers to get into this market right around this point, okay? When the next market starts. So then we see this candle. You see it's a bullish candle with a long shadow above. And that's what I expect to see. What I don't expect to see are these dojis, these smaller doji candles. I don't expect to see these because I don't expect to see buyers being pushed back by sellers. it is at the bottom of the market, right? Let me just delete these lines. When we are at the bottom of the market, I expect to see buyers like this, for example. Okay, I do not expect to see these two candles, and I definitely don't expect to see this, right? So knowing that this level here is an important level, it is the bottom of the day when the London session started, and then knowing that I expect so many buyers to attack this market and take the market from here up, okay, it tells me that there's a huge imbalance between the power and strength of buyers and sellers. So here there's an opportunity to sell. But what is it that I'm looking for? When I see this, it occurs to me that, oh, the sellers are very strong. They are not allowing buyers to move the price back up, okay? So here I'm looking at the reaction of the buyers. Here, so many retailers are buying because the market at the bottom is giving them even better price to buy, okay? So when I see this, the next bullish candle, I'm saying, okay, that's what I expect to see. This one, I do not expect to see. And I definitely don't expect to see this. All right? So when I see the last bearish candle that I'm showing with this red line, I can enter this trade underneath the first bearish candle. Let me just clean this up. I can enter this trade here, put my stop loss above this big push down, above this candle, okay, and take profit around here. And so it is almost a 1-to-1 risk to reward, okay? And when the price goes to around here, at this level at the bottom, I can risk-free take that stop loss, put it here. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, put it here. So if the price goes back up, I'm safe. All right. So what happened then? What happened is that the price went back up. Now, two things can happen here. One is that the price goes back up and goes back down. Another is the price goes back up, goes back down, and goes up again. Okay? So in these two scenarios, what I'm looking for is a good pullback. Like for the first scenario, for when I see something like this, what I like to see is weaker pullbacks. I like to see this candle being a little bit weaker with a long shadow upside. I don't like to see this kind of candle. So the moment I see this candle and then this candle, it's over. The first scenario is over. We don't have a breakout anymore. And then when the price goes back up, I like to see a pullback to this line, up to this level, right? I don't like to see a half pullback and a price doing like this. That's happened here. So after the very first scenario, after this happened, we don't have any other opportunity right now. So these are the things that I'm looking for and I'm thinking about when I'm trading. So let's see the next ones. Right now, the Asia session opened. Then when the London session opened, it took out the high of Asia but it turned back down. It tried to break it again, but with the opening of the New York market, it turned back down. I don't see an opportunity here. Maybe you could trade here if you're a risk taker of a higher order. You can risk around here, because at this level and after seeing this bearish candle, you can say that the market is turning backwards. Okay, and also it is in the direction of our big sellers that were in the market, in this market, in euro pound market. Okay, but it's not clean, so I won't be trading here. Let's go to the next one. All right, I don't see a clear sellers or buyers in this market, so I won't be trading this. Like for example, I see a bullish market, I see a bearish movement, and then a zigzag in the market. So I don't see exactly a totally going down or going up market. I know that everybody says that this is a bearish market right now, because we are seeing lower highs happening like this. But honestly, I need to see something very clear. When I see something like this happening here and almost totally cover this movement, I cannot say that this market is bearish. All right, so I'm going to clean this up. I need to see something definite, like something like this. When you see something like this and then a range happening in the market and then a movement upward. Okay, anyway, so let's go to pound USD. So pound USD has done its move. This has started, then a range, and then this has completed the movement. Basically, see, it has gone almost the same place to the same price that it has gone before. So this move is almost over, but pound USD today has been a very good place to trade. Why is that? If you look at this place, if you look at when the London market starts, the London market takes out the low of Asia, right? And then I like to see the buyers get into this market, right? So I'm waiting to see something like this. But when this happens, suddenly I see this. Okay? So we have a few signs that the sellers are going into this market. It's this one, this bearish candle. Then we have 3 candles that are doing nothing. They are basically creating a small range. Then another candle that is totally shut down by the sellers. Okay, you see the shadow. And then suddenly a sell coming back into the market. So you can enter here underneath this white one. You can put your stop loss around here or around here. Let me just take this, okay. Around here, and your take profit somewhere around here. Okay, and when your price gets to this level, you need to take this around here. So if price goes back up, it hits this and you don't lose any money. Or when the price gets to this point, you can just take your 2%, 1%, whatever that is, and get out of this trade. Okay, so that's the second opportunity. The first one was on Euro USD, and the second one was on Pound USD. I didn't trade any of these because I wasn't there in the market at that time. I'm going to show you later what I did in this market. So USD CAD, the Asia session, London session took out the high of Asia. It struggled there. It created a range. It is showing that the buyers are not that strong. And also in this market, I'm mostly showing to, I'm actually seeing, looking for sellers, because we have a big seller here. And when the price is between this area, I actually like to look for an opportunity to sell. Because I know the big guys, the big banks and institutions are maybe operating in between these numbers, and they are building some orders in order to take the market even lower than these levels, even lower than here. All right, let me just take this out. So here I don't see many other opportunities. Let's go to USD yen. Again, we have this big sell, and again I'm looking for some sells. This is Asia, this is London. Before the overlap, we don't have any opportunities because none of these important levels are hit, and also we don't see any important pattern happening here. I don't see a rectangle pattern. I don't see any other kind of patterns. But when the New York session started, what happened is at this point. So at this point, what I expect to see in the market is a lot of buys coming into the market, right? So imagine this. Let's say that you're looking at the price when it is just here, okay? Do you expect to see price to make this doji? No, because you expect to see something like this. You expect to see the price soar back up, okay? But at that point, when the price is so low and so at the bottom of the day, you expect to see these longer, these candles like this. See at the far left of your screen, candles like this, these big white candles pushing the price back up, things like this. But here I'm seeing these, let me just draw that back up. I'm seeing these small white candles like this, and immediately being shut down by a big seller. And then another big white candle that couldn't cover the candle before it. And after that, again, very, very big movement downward. So when you see these, let me just count the signs for you. One is this, the pressure backward on this level. Another is this doji. Another is this big breaking candle. So if you take this as the breakout candle, you can enter underneath this level. And as usual, let me just take these out. We put the stop loss behind this, behind the candle that started this, which is this, and put my take profit around here. So I have a 1-to-1 risk to reward. And when my price gets to this level, I should take this stop loss and basically make my trade safe. Either get out or just risk-free my trade. So as you can see, we have a lot of opportunities on these important levels when the next market starts. Right? For example, in here, the next market is the New York. The New York session started around here. Okay, so let's go. All right, so the trade that I made is on pound yen, and where it is. Let me just take these out. So this is the London session. Sorry, this is the Asia session. And this is almost the London session. All right. Something like this. Okay. And almost around here, the, sorry, it should be around here. Almost around here, the overlap starts. Okay. So the London session, when it started, tried to take out the low of Asia. All right. And see these, I don't see an opportunity to sell at this point. If you sold here, your stop loss would have been taken out. Okay. But it goes back up and it can't reach the high of Asia. But something interesting happens here. It creates a rectangle pattern, creates something like this. Let me just show you. So this is the pattern, and some people would put these lines like this. Okay, let me just take this out so you can see this better. This pattern, this rectangle pattern, in MetaTrader it takes me a little bit longer to draw these lines. This zigzag is a very good opportunity to get into a trade. Okay, and when do I trade here? I trade when I see 1, 2 swings and top 1 and 2 swings. So after seeing 2 swings here and 2 here, I can take this as a rectangle pattern. Okay, so around here, I notice what's happening in this market. Can I take an opportunity to sell at this point? Well, I don't have a break here, so no, I can't sell. I don't have a, if this candle, this black candle would be lower and could have broken this blue rectangle, which is the pattern, I could sell around here, but I didn't see that. But I saw something more interesting, which is this. I saw this here, another candle that couldn't break, and another candle couldn't break. It broke it, but it became very, very weak, and it went back inside this pattern. Okay, so when I see at the top of this pattern very weak buyers and very strong sellers taking the price back inside on this candle, and at this level, I went into a trade. I put my stop loss here, my entry underneath this candle, and my take profit around here. When the price hit this, came close to this take profit, I took this stop loss, I put it here. Sorry, let me just delete these. So this is my entry, this is my stop loss now, this other one that I can't choose, okay, this one. And I took my take profit a little bit lower. I took my take profit into my where my RO, my risk to reward is 1 to 2. So right now I am into 2%. Okay, up to this point, my take profit was 1%. Here is 2%, and I closed my trade around here. It could go to 3%, but you know, I didn't risk it more. So that was my trade, seeing most of these very weak buyers and a strong seller. How can I see a strong seller here? Let me show you. If I go to M1, this is the strong seller. That's where I got into that trade. You see, suddenly a surge of buyers and a very, very strong pushback by the sellers. The buyers came back in, the sellers came back in, and exactly around this point, I got into this trade. Okay, so that was my trade. Let me continue with these charts. So Nasdaq USD. Nasdaq USD is another beautiful trade. Actually, I'm not sure if I would go into this trade. Let me just show it to you. The bottom of the Asia session was broken by the London session, something like this. Okay, and you could enter here. You could put your stop loss around here and to your take profit here. So a one-to-one basically trade. If you would choose your if you put your stop loss correctly, it could even go back up and go back down to that level. Even a second time, go back up and go back down to somewhere around the ROR of 1 to 2. So you could make 2% here, or at least you can make 1% here. Another way, another point to try, I think it was on gold. Well, on gold, I don't see. So let's see together. The bottom of Asia is here. Suddenly it has broken around here. I won't trade on this candle only because I like to see a bigger candle, a bigger breakout. Then when I see this, I will not get into a trade after this. I like to see a full pullback to this line, and then if I want to get into this trade, I get into this trade around here. Okay, and then put the stop loss around here and my take profit around here. So gold today, in my opinion, it doesn't give a good trade. Anyway, so let's move on to Nasdaq. Whoa, I didn't notice Nasdaq today, and it's interesting. So in Nasdaq we have a uptrend, then sellers came into the market, then created a big range, and then took the market back up. The movement that started almost here, it is completing around, it started to complete around here. The buyers came back in the market around here and took the market back up. So the opportunities to buy or sell, because this market is showing you that you should buy. So when it's breaking down below here, I would be very careful. So I wouldn't sell around here. Okay, I would wait to see if there's some opportunities in here, but you know, price action wise, I don't see that, so I'm not getting into this trade. Anyway, let's see Brent. So by opening of the London session, it broke the low of Asia, but the break was a little bit too sudden. So we don't have this kind of pattern. We don't have an N pattern. We don't have any pullback to that line. So trading this is not really easy. This could be news. There's not many news today, so I don't know what happened, you know, but the fundamentals actually show that the oil is falling. But I would totally ignore these markets when you don't see any pullback. So just stay away from that market. And WTI is almost the same. Sorry for my voice because today I have a bad cold and I can't even stand my own voice today. But all right, let's see you guys another time. Have a good day.